in, I think, the first boss battle ages and ages ago.
Yep. All roads lead to home, and right now, home is Red Bull Gaming Sphere. Let's see who's going to take it. And as you'd expect for this matchup, we are both immediately throwing our projectiles.
Oh yeah, of course. The advantage you have as Skaws is you've just got a little bit more in terms of like super long range pressure. If you're Kodiak, you have to wait to cook your grenades because you know Skaws is good enough to catch them. And Skaws is just like, I'm not going to give you the time to do that. I'm going to throw a billion arrows in your face.
Yep, if it comes down to a war of attrition, Skaws has more to throw, but that's the thing playing at Snake is, the way I like to phrase it, is damage counts more for Snake, is the only way to say it. Like, his kill power is so prevalent and so accessible at any given time.
And his weight too. Just makes things so much more awkward, but Skaws winning this war of attrition, the chip damage coming out and out and out, and again, Kodiak just not having enough time to cook those grenades.
Yep, of course, now there comes the trouble that comes against playing every Snake player. It's great, I've put him to a high percent. Now how do I kill it? I don't want to get close to that up tilt, are you crazy?
That's how you kill him. You say, I'm going to use my projectiles to do it, because I don't want to get near him.
Absolutely, pop him up into the air where those disadvantaged aggressive options are not quite as prevalent. On the ground you can deal with dash attack, M tilt, up tilt, big scary moves that kill nice and early with a lot of rage, but in the air, what's he going to do? He's going to throw out an air? No, that thing takes forever to come out. He's going to try and trade it out with a grenade maybe, but if you've got a sword as Toon does, it's not going to do, but this time the up tilt will take.
I love that. The two grenades just clanking with each other now. Again, Skaws just chipping away, winning this war of attrition, making it more and more awkward for Kodiak to get any setups going.
Look like 4th of July on the stage with all the fireworks, and right now it's in Skaws' favour. Can't quite extend off an advantage, but happy to be take centre stage. Kodiak wants to get to break through with that dash time, but can't quite get the space he needs, and we're back to throwing projectiles, but like we said, they're just going slowly but surely in the way of Skaws as he finds the kill confirmed to take the stock.
Yeah, I mean, people underrate Toon Link up till. That character has Booyah.
Oh, don't even start on Toon Link dash time.
So you've got to be scary when you're above Toon Link as well, right? Which is a position that Snake puts himself in a lot, because you really don't want to be off stage against Toon Link either, and your only way of doing that is recovering high.
Yeah, absolutely. Skaws going to find his way back on center stage here, finds a tech chase, but simply no reason to chase it and extend. Maybe find yourself in the accidental grenade trade or up tilt. You have such good control of this game and stage already. Why risk it further?
Yeah, again, just winning this war of attrition over and over again, and only going in when you need to find that kill setup.
Yeah, very nice, clean, clinical game here from the so far. Kodiak not really able to simply get out of the corners, get into space needed to execute on his kill options here. And that up tilt is going to cover the air dodge. Such a fast option there from Skaws. Convincing, game one.
Yeah. Very, very convincing game one from Skaws, and again, just winning that war of attrition, right? This is kind of the thing that Snake struggles with in this matchup, is characters that will just harass him at mid-range, and it just makes it way more awkward to deal with a lot of your stuff. And normally the solution is to kind of almost go in and box a little bit, but then you have to box Toon Link, and you kind of don't want to.
Yeah, and that disjoint is doing Skaws a lot of good as well, just ensuring that he stays away from those grenade trades, using the proper spacing on that F tilt and indeed that up tilt that going through stocks. Skaws knows how to go in, and this time Kodiak opts, no, it's war attrition nonsense, no, I don't want to throw projectiles all game, I need to get some hits, so I'm going to dash attack in, and what do you know, it's got a small lead so far.
Hey, you know, maybe he does want to box Toon Link. Maybe he wants to go in and just hit him, because this is a light character, this is a floaty character, you might just want to go in and do it, even if Toon Link does have good buttons, so do you, right?
Yeah, and of course there is method to the madness. It's not just about, oh, let me get in the box Toon Link. It's no, let me get into a range where that even if I lose the box, at least the grenade trades and my character can function as intended, because right now, those trades simply aren't happening.
Yeah, it's just getting so much more awkward. Well, Kodiak, I feel like Skaws is also doing a much better job at just keeping track of all the stuff that's on the screen.
Uh-oh. Tech chase.
Oh, just not quite ready for the roll range that you got.
The follow-up ready though, and that Nagit's going to catch that tether. And we can see, I think the big adaptation here from Kodiak so far is he's accepted, right, I'm the one who needs to work our way in, and you're the one who needs to keep me out, not the other way around. And I think that change in mindset is doing Kodiak a world of good so far.
Yeah, it's a great start from Kodiak so far, just recognizing, yeah, look, if we do scrap, I've got the kill power, I've got the damage output, so I've just got to go in and make it work.
Of course, now that he does have to lead, the situation kind of reverses actually. It's Skaws who needs to find a way in if he wants to find the stock. You know, arrows and bombs, they're all well and good, but they're not going to kill.
Yeah, you can't war of attrition your way out of this one. That snake dash attack going to make it even more awkward to try and pressure Kodiak at mid-range.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is where Skaws is going to have to really show his knowledge of the matchup, and he does. Lovely timing on that fair as well, because you can see actually Snake was low profiling with that down tilt. If he timed that too early, expecting the tool to hitbox, then that could have been disastrous for Skaws, but good job by Skaws getting the timing right.
Oh yeah, no, that move low profile is frame 1. It's gross. And it's something you really have to keep in mind, especially when somebody's going for a lot of sort of jump-ins and falling aerials against you, because it forces a very specific timing, and then that means more up tilts, more parries. It can be very, very difficult to deal with, but Skaws doing well so far.
It's all about finding that all-important stock. Nikita did well last time, not to be this time. This time, actually gets the grab on the jab attack and get another chance. Oh, once again, at this time, Skaws able to fight his way out performing with the get up attack. Essentially being fought over here. Very high percent on Skaws, but no stalk just yet. Oh, I was going to say that would do it, but not quite. Actually floats through and sits you in for the F-tilt. Doesn't quite him.
Be very, very careful here. Just poking away with the boomerang, with his air, with the bombs of his own.
Skaws is slowly but surely fighting his way back into the game. The stock isn't coming anytime soon. Those grenades will start to do it, but he's going to need a couple more first. That bomb certainly won't do it. And, catch him in the corner, but that's going to be a grab. That back throw is stronger than you might think, and all of a sudden, Skaws was this close to flipping the game on its head here. Kodiak needs to find the stop, but Skaws has just about evened it up.
Yeah, Kodiak's disadvantage has improved a lot as well. With so many little B reverses and mix-ups and throwing the C4 on the platform, making it so awkward for Skaws to get anything going, and that's going to allow him to chip away and really extend his lead.
Yeah, absolutely, but still, Kodiak does eventually get the all-important stock first. Doesn't lose his stock that time with the rage wearing off of Skaws here. Can he get some extra credits? I think if he can, he's got a really good shot, but if not, it's going to be much easier for Skaws to take this game too. Quite went out on that scramble, and this time I imagine back throw won't do it. Not quite close enough, excuse me, to the ledge. Was Kodiak there, but that'll do it instead. Catch him out the air. 10% extra credit. I think Kodiak would have wanted a little bit more, Jack.
Yeah, he really would have. Skaws can even that up very, very quickly, but at the end of the day, you will take an even game no matter what.
Shooter's wearing fit, so that means Kodiak's going to take just a second breather here. Dodging projectiles, actually playing around them very well. They didn't get hit by any of those, I believe. Didn't eventually get caught for trying to jump his way in. Low throw files the bomb, but there out shield isn't going to help. That bomb's going to hit, and Skaws is not going to let those conversions go. I say that just about keeps you on stage, but no cigar yet from Skaws, but seemingly closing in on this game too.
Gotta be careful. Oh, there's a C4, you gotta play around here. Kodiak chasing him all the way over to that platform, but unable to really get anything going. Now Skaws using that bomb to apply even more pressure. One of the things that's really useful in this matchup is just the fact that bomb explodes on impact. It just means you don't have to cook it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice catch on the air dodge in. But it means you don't have to cook it. So you need a lot less time comparatively to compete at that range. If that makes sense. Because you can just throw it from mid-range no matter what, and it will explode on impact. The disadvantage is that if it hits a grenade, it's also going to explode on impact.
Yeah,
but
I feel like... Sorry, go on.
Sorry, but if Kodiak's grenades are all near him, which they are right now, then that's going to be more awkward.
And it kind of answered that issue before, is just like, yes, you can throw projectiles at each other, but the sheer volume of projectiles that you can throw is just much higher for Toon, both in the literal volume and also like the effectiveness of them. Those explode instantly under pressure you have to deal with right now, whereas if a nade flies by but it's not cooked enough, then you don't really need to worry about it just yet. You have ample time to shield it. And I think the other key adaptation made big game with Skaws is he caught onto the same thing that Kodiak caught onto. That Kodiak is the one trying to like force his way in. Once he started playing around that, started to look a lot better. That being said, FD, I imagine, will give Kodiak a bit of a better time on that, as we've already seen getting early lead.
Yeah, it's going to make it easier to approach because you can't camp onto those platforms. And it's going to give Skaws a little bit less in terms of killing vertically as well, because you've got no platforms to kind of chase Kodiak into the air with.
Absolutely, and it's actually working out a lot better from Reading Angles early, but we've seen these things happen before, Shaki, and the problem was the stock. It was actually a grenade at 200 that Kodiak needed to resort to in the end. It will hope to find the stock quite a bit earlier this time and keep the game under his thumb.
Be very, very careful here. Kodiak doing a really, really good job at punishing Skaws when he comes in and getting those edge guards. Skaws' recovery mix-ups have been so solid, but if Kodiak can catch on, there's a lot of damage to be had there.
Yeah, much better, and I think we can already see, like you mentioned, and so expertly broke down, the change to FD is helping out Kodiak a lot here. He's just finding a lot more ways to get in. Simply not being able to come from under a platformers maybe ask Skaws some different questions, but he's starting to come up with the answers, and it includes this ledge trap. But no, Kodiak forces his way out with the dash attack. A little bit of a scramble in the corner here that Skaws doesn't quite come out on top of.
Be very, very careful here. Skaws still applying all of that pressure in mid-range. Those grenades making it a little bit more awkward too.
Ooh, I love the shield pressure. I love the shield pressure with the tilts and the jabs. Eventually Kodiak has enough and just dash attacks through, but for a moment that was very, very scary for Kodiak. Hanging on to this stock for now though, getting even more extra percent. That Nikita could have been a big swing, but not quite. The jab shield pressure of the out smash not quite going to poke the shield, and that means Skaws going to respond with an S smash, knowing the frame there on that jab is not quite good enough.
Yeah, Skaws has seen that setup before, and he knew what to do when he was faced with it. Really, really nice stuff.
And this is where the game got dangerous for Kodiak last time. Can he make the key difference? Can he find the stock earlier than he did before and stop Skaws from bringing the game back into his favor? Or are we going to see a repeat of game 2?
Very, very careful here. Skaws starting to level things up now.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of tools to approach himself, so
yeah,
that is going to make things more awkward.
Yeah, I asked if it was going to be a repeat of game 2, and unfortunately, to say it will indeed be a repeat of game 2 here, Jackie, rather than the former. And Skaws actually finds the stock first, despite the stock percent deficit, excuse me. Now Kodiak really needs to get this stock off the board, or Skaws is going to start running away with this game 3. And once again, the mid-game adaptation from Skaws after falling behind early is just really, really pleasant to see.
He's just caught onto Kodiak's tempo. There's like 3-4 times where Kodiak was swinging there, where Skaws is just ducking out of the way and immediately getting that punish. Like, he's starting to figure out when Kodiak is breaking out of the corner with those dash attacks, when he's throwing out those up tilts whilst Skaws is hovering above him. It's getting more and more awkward for Kodiak to break out of the corner here, and it's getting more and more difficult to live for Kodiak. Can Skaws find an up tilt, up air, something along those lines?
Yeah, I will say that's an angry snake, but even an angry snake isn't killing a Toon Link at 15%. He's going to need a little bit more than that. Doesn't quite find that. There would have been big damage. And Kodiak fires out the corner here. A few more hits, and he survives on the last hit, but no, Skaws not having any of it all, but he's going to have to because that fair didn't quite take the stock. Still though, Skaws not giving him any room to breathe. Throwing those grenades into the air. The AA gunfire is just making it hell for Kodiak to land here, Shaki. How can he get down?
No clue. It's so difficult. There's bombs littered around the battlefield. It's getting so hard to land or find any space to do anything, and Skaws just using those arrows to poke through it all, apply that little bit of pressure to Kodiak, make it more and more difficult to get his setups going.
Now Kodiak stays calm. That's that C4 that might be able to give you a sneaky little up to close on the game here. That's a very strong move, and it's very, very unstable here, Jackie. Now if Kodiak picks his moment perfectly, he can close it out. But Skaws, pretty much any hit will kill here. We're into a sort of weird last hit, and Skaws finds the opportunity to strike first with that up throw, taking a clean 3.
Yeah, and he hadn't gone for that much as well either, but it's just that there's not really an option at that range for Toon Link.